shelter with Dubuque Mattress. Dubuque Mattress was voted best place to buy a mattress for many reasons, but one of them was best price. Because Dubuque Mattress is a mattress factory, we are truly factory grade. We cut out the cost of the middleman. And because of our volume, we have the most buying power. I personally guarantee that Dubuque Mattress is 10 to 40% less than any other mattress store in town. Find us on Highway 20 directly across from Tyson's. Dubuque Mattress for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time. Pre-game 2.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues on 97.7 Country WGLR. Potosi and Lancaster, Battle of Stage Road or something like that. We're joined by Lancaster coach Brian Knapp. Thanks for joining us. And the first thing that comes to mind about your team is you're off to a great start, 5-1. What's really working for you right now?
Well, we have a bunch of kids that enjoy shooting the basketball and are pretty good at shooting the basketball. So when those shots go in, we're a pretty good team. We got to get stronger, rebounding, and then we like to, after we rebound, push the ball in transition and score some points that way. And we've been able to do that so far.
Mm-hmm. I would think one of the first time that people start, whoa, look at that, when they saw you guys beat Darlington, which is obviously one of the best teams in the area. So that had to be a nice springboard for what's happened since, right?
Oh, for sure. It feels like we haven't played a basketball game in quite some time. I guess our last game was a Monday at basketball 2 weeks ago, so it has been quite some time. So hopefully we don't have to shake off much rust to start the game tonight, but it should be a fun atmosphere and a fun game to play in tonight.
And one of the things about this is that, you know, you're pretty different size-wise, Potosi versus Lancaster, but you're having a great year this year. They've had a great couple of years, and they're quite consistent down the road. So as far as the Chieftains go, what do you feel like is a challenge tonight?
Well, challenge would be like inside, being physically strong against our bigger guys inside, and that's that's what we need to get stronger at, is like toughness inside, rebounding, and then being strong with the basketball once you do rebound. The shots, we'll get our shots up, but just hopefully the shots are going in for us.
The other thing that comes to mind is this has to be kind of tough this time of year because, you know, you haven't played in a while, maybe haven't practiced, and maybe not everybody's around for every practice. How do you deal with that as a coach?
Well, you do your best. We've been able to practice the last 2 days. One of the days we use as like a shooting day and conditioning to get ourselves going again. And then yesterday we planned for tonight's game. But we have had a little bit of sickness go through the team. We will be missing one of our kids tonight. A bigger kid, physical kid, which would help us inside, but he's unfortunately not going to be with us due to being sick. So we'll adjust from there, and hopefully our game plan will work out.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Brian Knapp, the Lancaster coach, back with Potosi and Lancaster after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-656-1155. That's 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR, WGLR.com, the 97.7 Country WGLR mobile app, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, only if you turn it on. Potosi and Lancaster tonight in the SWC versus the Six Rivers West. Our injury report brought to you by Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Both teams have players out tonight. Anthony Bush for Lancaster is ill and not playing, and then Connor Jeppinson and Colton Vogelsberg are both out for Potosi tonight. Colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Lancaster in the white home jerseys, royal blue numbers, gold trim. Potosi in the maroon jerseys, gold numbers, and trim. And now the singing of our national anthem. Well, you wonder why we always say the national anthem is best performed live, whether it's played. I just gave an example of that. That was a great job. One other score on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest this afternoon. In the Music City Bowl in Nashville, Missouri came from behind and defeated Iowa 27-24. Time for the starting lineouts presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Potosi 3-2, 3-1 in the Six Rivers West. They will start Aaron Edge, 6'1 sophomore, 10.6 points a game. Dawson Weber, 6'1 senior, 14.2 points and 8.2 rebounds a game. Oliver Post, 6'5 senior, 10.8 points, 5 rebounds a game. Isaiah Groom, 6'2 senior, 6.5 points and rebounds a game. And Aiden Uppana, 6'6 senior, 11.6 points, 4.8 rebounds a game. Lancaster 5-1, 0-1 in the SWC. They will start Zach Hermson, 6'4 junior, 17.8 points and 10.5 rebounds a game. Dane Kloppman, 5'11 junior, 17.5 points, 3.8 rebounds a game. Tyler Timmerman, 5'10 senior, 7.2 points, 1.8 rebounds a game. Michael Murphy, 6 foot senior, 5.5 points, 2.8 rebounds a game. And Taylor Williams, 6'1 junior, 11.7 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. Potosi, coached by Mike Uppana, in his 23rd year, he has 334 wins. And the Lancaster graduate Brian Knapp in his 8th season coaching the Flying Arrows in the final game of the 2024 half of our basketball schedule. And we are glad that you have joined us. The first half is the First Supply First Half, brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Hermson up top to Kaufman, who backs out to the right wing, deep right wing, I should say, and then heads over to the left wing, looking inside, passes to the corner, and then tipped out of the hands of the receiver in the corner. That was Michael Murphy, so it goes back to Lancaster 20 seconds in. Inbounds pass to Hermson. Hermson at the left wing, drives, got his shot blocked, and out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Flying Arrows. The inbounds pass out to the left wing, and then a pass out to the corner, and then driving in, putting it up, basket, and a foul. And Taylor Williams gets the first points of the ball game, and will try to complete the three-point play 34 seconds into the first supply first half. First foul of the game is on Oliver Post. And Williams, who was 4 for 5 coming into the game, misses the free throw, so he's 4 for 6. And it's 2-0 Lancaster, and we're 40 seconds into the first supply first half. Over at the left wing is Post. Post over to the right wing and Edge. Back to Post. Left wing 3 off the mark. And skying for the rebound was Hermsen, and the ball brought up by Williams. Over to the left wing, and a deep 3 is too hard for Timmerman, and back comes Potosi. Edge passes to the corner, and up and up back over to the opposite corner. And a pass inside, laid up and in. And we are tied at 2 after Isaiah Groom's basket. 16:34 remaining first supply first half. Driving from the baseline on the near side, Timmerman, ball tipped away, grabbed by Hermsen at the right wing. He goes inside but loses it off his hands, out of bounds and a turnover. We have 16:24 left in the first supply first half. We're brought to you by Rural Mutual agents, John Ragetz and Deneen Dahl with Ragetz and Dahl Insurance Group, handling all your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. If you call them, they're not there. I'm sure they have voicemail. Here's a pass inside and a shot partially blocked from Weber. Chieftains get it back. And a jumper from the corner is good for Dawson Weber. And it is 4-2 Potosi. 16:49 remaining first supply. 15:49 remaining first supply first half. And a shot underneath doesn't go. And back the other way come the Chieftains with Edge at the left wing. Or the right wing picked up by Post. And into the corner, the 3 for Uppida. Doesn't go, and the offensive rebound, though, goes to Uppida, who came over up near the top, then laid up, missed by Weber, but he gets his own shot. After the shot, I think, was blocked by Hermsen, gets his own rebound, and it's 6-2. Potosi in front with 15:11 remaining in the first supply first half. Top of the silo, faked and going in is Murphy, and he lays it up and in. A nice soft touch there to make it 6-4, his first points of the night, 3 minutes into the first supply first half. The right wing Post, up top Edge, and a foul as Edge headed into the lane. And the first foul of the game on the Arrows is on Tyler Timmerman. And the ball inbounded to Post, who crosses half court with 14:47 left in the first supply first half. Post pass to the corner and Weber. And then back out, actually that's Edge. And this is Edge again. He'll put it up for 3 off the back of the rim. And the rebound grabbed by Williams. Shovel down to Timmerman. And then a pass intended for Hermsen goes out of bounds, and a turnover on the Arrows with 14:24 left of the first supply first half. Havies Bar and Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi basketball team, and wishes all area student athletes good luck at a successful season. Havies Bar and Tennyson, where good friends and good times come together after the game. In the corner, Uppida fakes the 3, goes into the lane, puts it up and puts it in. And Aiden Uppida, his first points of the night, 8 for Potosi, 14:05 remaining in the first supply first half. Or at the right wing, here's a 3 for Timmerman that doesn't go. Rebound grabbed by the Chieftains. And here is Weber over to the right wing, and Uppida to the left wing and Edge. Edge heads to the corner, then passes underneath, shot fake taken, and scoring is Isaiah Groom. Groom makes it 10-4. He's got 4 points. With 13:32 left first supply first half, and a whistle and a foul on Potosi under the Arrows basket. And that will be on Groom, his first, and the second on the Chieftains in the first play, first half. Brady Schmitz, 5'11 junior, averaging 3.3 points a game. Also, Brady Mack, 6'2 junior, 3.5 points a game. In for the Arrows. Murphy fakes a pass from the left wing, goes to the right elbow, and then behind him, picked up by Kaufman, who curls his way into the lane, puts it up, but misses a shot off the rim. And here is Post at the left wing. Behind him, picked up by Weber. Weber inside to Groom, and then he passed to the corner, and it was tipped away from the intended receiver, Edge, and out of bounds. And the Chieftains will get it back with 13:03 left in the first play, first half. There's a pass underneath the Groom, near side baseline, left wing three for Uppada. Doesn't get it. Battle for the rebound, and it's grabbed on the backside, but missed. And the Arrows get it. Here's Timmerman trying to hit Kaufman, and it sails into the student section. And if you're standing in the student section, you're not eligible to play. So turnover at 12:43 left in the first supply, first half. Haverland Heating and Cooling in Hazel Green is your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating projects. To keep your family comfortable, call Nick Haverland at Haverland Heating and Cooling. Also, Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC and an equal housing lender. At the left wing, Jackson Oyen, 5'10 senior, 2.8 points a game. Now Post back to Oyen at the right wing. 12:25 left. First supply, first half. 10-4 Potosi in front. Pass to the corner, then laid up underneath and in by Weber. And Weber makes it 12-4 with 12:10 remaining in the first play, first half. Lancaster has not gotten a point in going on 3 minutes. Here's Hermson underneath, pass, and getting around the defender and laying it up and in is Brady Mack for his first points of the game, but it's 12-6. Chieftains in front with 11:50 remaining in the first supply, first half. Over at the right wing is Oyen. He passes to the corner and up and up, and then up top a collision, and Post got hit by Murphy. And Murphy will pick up his first foul. And the second on the Flying Arrows in the first supply, first half, as William Tobin, 6'3 junior, averaging 1.2 rebounds a game, checks in for the Chieftains. Here's a right wing three, bullseye for Alex Frederick. Frederick, a 5'11 junior, 1.8 points a game, and it's 15-6 with 11:18 remaining in the first supply, first half. Pass up top to Brody Krubel, who's in the game, 5'11 junior, 1.4 points a game. And here's Schmitz, and then out to the deep left wing, and a pass to the corner, and then backing in. Tobin will be called for the foul on Mack as Mack tried to back in. First on Tobin, third on Potosi in the first supply, first half. Chieftains leading 15-6 as we drop under 11 minutes in the first supply, first half. Or at the left wing, fall-away jumper doesn't go, and back the other way after the Hermson miss. Here's a pass to Weber at the foul line. Turnaround shot, rims out. And the rebound picked up by Mack, who gets it to Hermson, who gets it into the corner for Murphy, who drives baseline, lays it up and in. Michael Murphy makes it 15-8 with 10:30 remaining in the first supply, first half. Chieftains lead and basketball, and Tobin out to the right wing. They're over the left wing and up and up. Inside it goes. Weber, the fall away, doesn't drop. And the rebound grabbed underneath by Hermson, who brings it up. And Hermson driving into the lane, couple of hitch stops there, and a foul with 10:11 left in the first supply, first half. And that will be on Aiden up on his first. Fourth on the Chieftains in the first supply of first half. A couple of subs there, an edge back in for Potosi. Here's Williams. Behind him, picked up by Hermsen. Foul line jumper misses. And here comes Potosi, and going down and laid up and in is Post at a foul. Post gets the basket. And the foul is on Hermsen, his first, fourth on the arrows in the first supply of first half. And Post completes the three-point play to make it 18-8 with 9:55 left in the first supply of first half. We're brought to you by Anderson Overturn to Dubuque Powered Audio Stream. Anderson Overturn to Dubuque. When you are ready, trying to drive and missing was Williams. Back the other way. Oyen underneath to Groom, who lays it up and in. And a timeout will be called by Lancaster after the basket. 20-8 Potosi with 9:38 left. First supply of first half. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR. .30 remaining, first supply of first half after Lancaster calls its first timeout. It's 20-8. Potosi leading. And the ball was tipped out of bounds. And then meanwhile, a miss for Lancaster, and back the other way comes Potosi. They've had only 4 points, Lancaster has, in about the last 6 minutes. And meanwhile, a turnover on the arrows. And Potosi gets the ball back. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. We're also brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's Ortho Team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here. Williams at the left wing. Behind him, picked up by Murphy. Murphy between the circles. And over to the right wing, and Hermsen. Hermsen at the right wing. Goes into the lane, loses the ball, picks it back up, and then finds the way to get the basket. Pass to defender and in, and it's 20-10 with 8:45 remaining in the first supply of first half. That's best athletic play we've seen so far. Between the circles is Frederick. And then over at the left wing is Edge. Over at the right wing, taking a pass is Post. At the foul line now, Groom lays it up, or puts it up and puts the jumper up and in. 22-10 with 8:20 remaining in the first supply first half. And over at the right wing is Hermsen. Behind him, picked up by Kaufman, who's back in the game. Kaufman at the right wing, trying to get past Oyen. Does. Jump stop, and that's too many steps. Traveling with 8 minutes left in the first supply first half. With over 125 years of experience serving our customers' needs, the Benton State Bank and its branches, Shullsburg Community Bank and Tennyson Potosi Community Bank, have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. We're also brought to you by Hermsen's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermsen's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermsen's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermsen's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. at the left wing post. Post fakes a pass and then passes to the left side of the lane. Backing in was Oyen, and then he passes, and from the corner of the three, misses everything by post. And back comes Kaufman over at the left wing. In Williams, Hermsen had a pass block, but they get it back. Kaufman over to Williams, over to Hermsen. And now the left wing three is off the mark by Williams. And back comes Potosi with it, with 7:10 left in the first supply first half. Room in the corner, and gets it underneath, laid it up and in by Aaron Edge. And Edge makes it 24-10 as we go under 7 minutes left in the first supply first half. Here is Murphy for three, bullseye from the right wing. And Murphy makes it 24-13, 6:47 remaining, first supply first half. Full court pressure now by the Arrows, and a timeout called by Potosi to prevent a turnover. It's a 30 with 6:40 remaining in the first supply first half, and Potosi up 24-13. Russell Law Offices is here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Live feed service, Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Call on Dan Perry and the gang at Live Feed for your on-the-farm animal nutrition needs. Live Feed service, Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. 6:38 remaining, first supply, first half. 24-13. Potosi in front with the basketball after they just called their first timeout, and a layup that won't count. A foul with 6:31 left in the first supply first half. And team foul number now I think that was on, I believe that was on Aaron Edge, his first. Shot under, or actually Kaufman, his first, and then laid up underneath, good. And the basket makes it 26-13 with 6:18 left in the first supply first half. And there's your fast answer the other way. And that was Brady Schmitz with the basket to make it 26-15. 6:07 left in the first supply first half. There's a shot taken underneath from the right side, didn't go, and the rebound grabbed by Hermsen, and the long pass down and underneath in traffic, laid up and in by Dane Kaufman to make it 26-17 with 5:45 left in the first supply first half. Full court pressure now, and Weber gets it to Edge just across half court. Edge now double teamed at the left wing, but he gets it to post. And up top is Weber. He directs traffic. Goes over to the right wing and then lobs it over to Uppida. And Uppida, the turnaround didn't go. And grabbing the rebound is Lucas Weber, 6'1" sophomore, averaging 3 points a game. 5:14 left, first supply first half as Kaufman passes to the corner, and the three from there doesn't go for Hermsen, but the offensive rebound by Kaufman and a reset for Lancaster. And a pass out to the corner as Mike Uppida holds his hands up, saying how you should play defense inside. To rebound over at the left wing, Schmitz drives up and drives it in. Brady Schmitz makes it 26-19. 4:44 left, first half. And then a steal. Arrows get it back. And the right wing three. Bullseye from Murphy. And Michael Murphy makes it 26-22. And the ball tipped out of bounds. And it will go back to the Chieftains as Groom is back in. Williams is back in. And Brady Mack back in for Lancaster with 4:31 left in the First Supply first half. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call, like I said, TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb and Platteville. Potosi maroon, Lancaster whatever blue they use. Shot missed, and the rebound grabbed by Hermsen. I said it because Lancaster sometimes wears royal blue and sometimes a darker blue. Here's a pass to the corner, and the three doesn't go for Hermsen. And the rebound grabbed by the Chieftains. Uppita to the corner, and then back out to Uppita, left to the point. Right wing, it's the right side of the point is Weber, and then at the deep right wing, picked up and then dribbled over to the between the circles by Post. Now picked up by Edge, deep right wing. He passes to Weber, has to go back to get it, lays it up and lays it in, and he did a great job of just grabbing the ball back. And so the run is stopped. It's 28-22 Potosi with 3:27 left First Supply first half, and then after the miss, the Chieftains come back with it. Here's Oyen at the left wing. Passes to Post at the left wing. Now Oyen for three, Edge for three, didn't get it. And the rebound grabbed by Mack. And the pass to the corner. And now driving the far baselines, 360 move, and then basically he tried to pass to the corner, did Williams, and it bounced off of Uppita and out of bounds. So the Arrows will get the ball back after they had cut the lead to 4 after they were down double digits. Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery. Reliable 24-hour roadside service and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com. At the right wing is Hermsen. Over at the left wing, Williams. Lob over to Mack. Out the left wing, or right wing, is Hermsen. At the foul line, Murphy. Or at the left wing, the jumper far baseline too hard. Offensive rebound, however. Murphy misses. Popcorn for it. Murphy gets it back. Murphy gets fouled with 2:39 left in the First Supply first half. And so a trip to the foul line for him. The foul on Groom is his second and the 6th on the Chieftains in the First Supply first half. Murphy came into the game 4 of 5, missed his first, but hits his second. So I think that makes him 5 for 7. That's 28-23. Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz and the crew as the second free throw is no good. At Krantz Auto Parts for full service repair in cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts in Fenimore. Chieftains brought it back after the rebound and a foul with 2:33 left in the First Supply first half. That'll be the first on Brody Krubel and the 5th on the Flying Arrows. Ball tipped and then grabbed back by Frederick, and then the shot is blocked but grabbed by Weber. He misses the shot. And Lancaster comes back with a rebound with 2:20 left in the First Supply first half. And Hermsen over to Murphy at the right wing. Murphy goes near the middle and then passes into the corner for Krubel. And then Krubel loses the ball. It's grabbed back by the Chieftains, and taking it in is Weber for 2. Dawson Weber makes it 30-23 Potosi with 1:55 left First Supply first half. Out to the corner, driving in is Williams, Hermsen, and now Murphy. Over at the left wing, pass to the corner. And Williams tied up. He gets it back behind him to Hermsen. 1:37 left First Supply first half. At the right wing is Mack. And Mack, the pass inside over to the right wing. Murphy for 3 off the back of the rim. And then the pass goes into the corner. The rebound actually goes in the corner and out of bounds. It will be Potosi basketball with 1:23 left in the First Supply first half. Bytech Resource Management, a Greater Way Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Also Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher of the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Brought up by Frederick with 1:18 left, First Supply first half. 30-23, then a steal. Coffin back the other way, lays it up, and will go to the foul line with 1:10 left in the First Supply first half. That'll be team foul number 7 and the first on Frederick. So the Arrows will be in the bonus for the remaining 1:10 of the First Supply first half. And the first free throw good by Coffin, who comes in shooting 67%. 30-24, Carey Seamless Gutters at Overhead Doors, Belmont Parade Machine, and at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. Second free throw good. And both free throws make it 30-25 with 1:10 left. Clock didn't start, and then the ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be lost by the Chieftains back to Lancaster with 1:07 left First Supply first half. Lancaster Auto Body specializes in top quality collision repair, leaving your vehicle looking as good as new. Lancaster Auto Body, where they say, we meet by accident. See them at Lancaster Auto Body, LLC.com. And here is a left corner three that doesn't go for Murphy, and a foul on the rebound on Potosi with 50 seconds left in the First Supply first half. That'll be Tobin's second foul. And so to the foul line will be Brady Schmitz, who comes in 4 of 11 from the foul line coming into tonight. And the free throw off the back of the rim and no good. So Potosi comes back with a 5-point lead and 44 seconds left. Will make it a 7-point lead because Oliver posts to the basket to make it 32-25. 35 seconds left, First Supply first half. Ball almost lost, and then it is lost. Bad pass, back the other way, laid up, and a shot is blocked from Weber and goes out of bounds, and it was apparently off Weber. And then I think Weber just got called for a technical foul. And he did. Wasn't happy with the call for Weber. That is his first foul. And it'll be 2 free throws for Murphy. First free throw is good to make it 32-26. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and Sloans.com. Both free throws good. 32-27, and the Arrows get the ball back, obviously. Boss Electric, call Brad Avery and Josh Busher at Boss Electric, Lancaster and Fenimore, and WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler, and WCC-Brands.com. 20 seconds left, First Supply first half. Pass into the lane and then back out to Kaufman. Or at the left wing, and a long three that doesn't go for Murphy, and the ball ends up going out of bounds, and it will go to the Chieftains with 6.4 seconds left in the First Supply first half. So they get the 2 free throws on the technical, but can't score after that, Lancaster, that is. And the inbounds pass and fouled immediately when he got the ball was Oyen. That is team foul number 6, so no free throws. And the second foul on Michael Murphy. And he's done for, well, the last 5.6 seconds of the first half. And the Chieftains will have to go 84 feet to score in 5.6 seconds. Weber inbounds, up the near side, spin move, and the 3 at the buzzer doesn't go for edge, and that's the first half. Well, the Chieftains had an 11-point lead at one point. Then it went down to 4. Now it is 5 at the half. Potosi 32, Lancaster 27. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Is your home and business an investment worth protecting? The Peterson Agency of Argyle and Hastings Mutual Insurance Company team up to bring you experience, know-how, and professional service to do just that. This team of professionals at the Peterson Agency and Hastings Mutual offer complete farm coverage for your home, buildings, and equipment. Plus, there's coverage for recreational vehicles, farm liability, and workers' compensation. Don't assume you're adequately covered. Call the locally owned Peterson Agency.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
We're also brought to you by People's State Bank for personal home business and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes their local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional friendly service. And Donnie's Tire and Auto, called the only hooker in town for 24-hour towing service at 568-3014, 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville. 32-27. Potosi leads Lancaster at the half. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Like any business, success enduring is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's. Your Gia dealer, Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
This is Mitch from Kieler Family Dental. The Kieler Family Dental family wish you and yours all the joys of the season. We are grateful for your business in the past year and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 3.
We are also brought to you by Rural Mutual agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dow with Ragetz and Dow Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Havey's Bar in Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi basketball team and wishes all area student athletes good luck at a successful season. Havey's Bar in Tennyson, where good friends and good times come together after the game. Havey's Bar, the global headquarters of the Tennyson Leg Lamp Association, by the way. We're also brought to you by Haverland Heating and Cooling in Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland, Haverland Heating and Cooling. 32-27, Potosi over Lancaster at the half. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Local, shop local, and buy local. Together, we can keep this holiday spirit thriving in our communities. People's State Bank thanks you for your trust and support. Wishing you a wonderful holiday and a bright new year. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
During the holiday season, Dwayne and the staff of Dewey's Tires are thankful for so many things. They value their customers that continue to turn to them first. They're thankful for our veterans who have served our country through times of war and peace. Dewey's reminds you to make sure your tires are ready for winter. They have a variety of snow tires in stock. Call now to set up your appointment or stop by and see why. They are the best place to take a leak. Dewey's Tire, a mile north of Platteville on Highway 81.
In Game 4.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. 32-27, Potosi leads Lancaster at the half. Peterson Agency halftime report after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Dr. Ron White welcomes new patients and looks forward to keeping you well, accepting most major insurances, including Quartz, Medical Associates, and Dean, to name a few. For appointments in Lancaster or Fenimore, call 608-723-2131. Grant Regional Community Clinic. Better health starts here.
What does the lifetime comfort guarantee from Dubuque Mattress really mean? It means peace of mind. For the entire life of your Dubuque mattress, we will adjust the feel of it. If it feels a little too firm, we'll make it softer. If your mattress feels too soft, we'll make it firmer. We take the "what if I don't like it" out of mattress shopping to give you peace of mind. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you got a little snooze time.
In Game 5.
Carey Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. 97.7 Country WGLR. It's time for the Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson specializes in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. And it's 32-27. Potosi leading Lancaster at the half. The Chieftains, well, Lancaster actually got the first points, but Potosi basically has led the whole way, and in fact they had the largest lead, 26-13, with 6:18 left in the first supply first half. After that, however, the Arrows went on a 9-0 run to cut the lead to 4, and it was a pretty fast run, as a matter of fact, only about not even 2 minutes to cut the lead to 26-22, and at the half it is 27-22. Potosi in front. And we will be back with the second half after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap cheddar cups too. Contact Lewis Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Ready to ring in 2025 with a night to remember? Fireball Lanes in Lancaster invites you to party with the Lost Crows. Join them on New Year's Eve, December 31st from 8 p.m. to midnight for live classic rock hits from the 50s, 60s, and beyond. Enjoy great music, delicious food, and drinks flowing all night long. Bring your friends, rock out, and welcome 2025 with Fireball Lanes full menu and unforgettable fun. That's Fireball Lanes in Lancaster, 8 p.m. to midnight on New Year's Eve. See you there.
In Game 6.
Carey Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. 32-27, Lancaster leads, Potosi leads Lancaster at the half. While we have a minute, we unfortunately have to report some sad news. This morning came the news that the former Lancaster wrestling coach, Ken Manning, apparently died of a heart attack on Friday in lacrosse. He was a quite successful wrestling coach here in Lancaster. I think he was here for about a dozen years, 11 or 12 years, and finished second at state in the pre-team wrestling days in 1989, and then won the state championship in Class B in 1990. He was also a member of our broadcast of our sports staff at WGLR. He was the football color commentator, the first one that I worked with, actually, in the fall of 1988. We did 3 or 4 games. The first was Cuba City and Lancaster on a Friday afternoon in Cuba City, in which the Cubans beat the Arrows 28-27 in overtime. That was the first game I ever did here in WGLR. He was, among other things that you can give him credit for, because after Lancaster he went to Westby. It was replaced by Chuck Rasmussen. Of course, you hear him regularly in our wrestling coverage, but the two of them created and helped create the SWC Swall Clash which is got to be about the best, as the Arrows come up with a steal. It's got to be about the best end of regular season tournament you'll find, replacing the 14-team Swall Wrestling Tournament. Dane Kaufman, meanwhile, lays it up, goes coast to coast, and makes it 32-29. There's another story about that state title, by the way, which if I have time, I'll get to it. It's a great story about how Lancaster won a state title that nobody else will ever win again. And Oliver Post passes inside and a foul called 41 seconds into the second half. And the foul of the second on Dane Kaufman. First of the second half, and from the corner, the jumper is short by Aiden Up. And back the other way, Kaufman ends up getting stripped of the ball, but it was last touched by one of the Chieftains. And so a turnover with the 52 seconds gone by in the second half. We're brought to you by Rural Mutual agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dow with Ragetz and Dow Insurance Group. Handling all your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Over at the left wing, spin move by Murphy to the right side, the left side of the lane, and then Kaufman inside, and he gets the shot to drop. Kaufman's got all the points for the Arrows, and it's a 1-point ball game. 32-31. Minute 15 into the second half, and a foul called as the Chieftains brought it up. And that foul will be the second on Tyler Timmerman. And the second on the Arrows in the second half. Pass into the lane, off the hands, tipped away from Weber. It will go back to the Arrows. We're brought to you by Havey's Bar in Tennyson, proudly supporting the Potosi basketball team. They wish area student athletes good luck and success this season. Havey's Bar in Tennyson, where good friends and good times come together after the game. Spin move by Post, and an offensive foul is called on the Chieftains. And that will be the second on Oliver Post. And the Arrows can take the lead with a basket here. Kaufman in traffic. Contested shot that doesn't go. Weber rebounds down to Groom. And then at the left wing is up and out to Edge. Edge is fouled as he tried to head to the basket. 1 second shy of 2 minutes gone by. That rhymes. How about that? Foul, meanwhile, is the third on Timmerman and the third on the Arrows in the second half. Fouls accumulating a bit fast. And meanwhile, here's Post with it. Post at the right wing, jump stop. Passes inside, the turnaround by Groom, and he gets the turnaround to fall, and that is the first points for the Chieftains, 34-31. Potosi in front. And then the answer quickly for Taylor Williams, who I'm not sure he scored it all in the first half, but he does here to make it 34-33. 15:20 left second half. In between the circles is Weber, and Weber gets a screen from Groom, puts it up and puts it in, drives it in and scores. Dawson Weber makes it 36-33. He's got 6 points, 3 minutes into the second half, and then the miss and the rebound grab by Up. And back the other way, and then the ball tipped out of bounds. And actually lost out of bounds by Groom. Turnover with 14:51 left of the second half. Haverland Heating and Cooling in Hazel Green is your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland at Haverland Heating and Cooling. The pass inside from Hermsen, and Williams shakes a defender and puts it in. And I'm pretty sure that gets a assist to Hermsen, and it's 36-35. 14:23 left second half. In the lane, stopping and driving and scoring is Isaiah Groom. He just stopped there and no defender came over it. It's 38-35 with 14:12 left in the second half. There were defenders over there. And then meanwhile, a 2 from the right side by Brady Schmitz to make it 38-37, and a whistle. That's going to be a turnover back to Lancaster with 13:58 left in the second half. As the ball lost in the corner, and the Arrows, who have not had the lead since very early in the game, can get it here. And Murphy drives, stripped to the ball. Ball is loose and picked up by the Chieftains in the lane. And now Post almost lost the ball, but picks it back up. And the jumper is short for Edge, back the other way. This is Schmitz with it over to the corner. And driving in Hermsen short on the layup attempt. And the rebound grabbed by Post. And back the other way comes Weber with it. He lays it up, and his drops in. And a timeout. 40-37. Potosi leading with 13:24 left in the second half. And we'll be back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
This is Dr. Matt from Cuba City Family Dental. My family and our Cuba City Family Dental family wish you and yours all the joys of the season. We are grateful for your business in the past year and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Tune in to the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf weekday mornings from 5 to 6 a.m. Bob Mittendorf is the premier agriculture voice in the tri-state area, and he's teamed up with Southwest Tech to give you the latest agricultural news, markets, and a whole lot more. So don't miss the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf right here on 97.7 Country and WGLR.com. Southwest Tech, this is where you belong.
We're also brought to you by Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. See Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington, and Claire Bank with our 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, aided equal housing lender. Murphy misses the 3 out of the timeout. 13-11 left second half. Chieftains with the ball in a 40-37 lead. They had a 13-point lead in the first half, but it was at 1 point, and now it's 3. Is Tobin back in the game for the Chieftains, and there's a steal taken away by Schmitz. Schmitz now at the left wing. Up top to Mack, back in. And over at the right wing, the shot and the 3 for the lead, for a tie, doesn't go. And after the miss by Murphy, the rebound grabbed by Potosi. And a pass inside. Tobin backs in. The turnaround shot is good. William Tobin makes it 42-37 with 12:25 left of the second half. Here is the right wing 3 for Hermsen. Doesn't go. Chased down in the corner and saved, but off the hands. Well, off whose hands? I thought it was off Schmitz's hands. But apparently there was a foul somewhere in all that. And the foul is on Potosi. And it is Tobin's 3rd foul. And the second in the second half on Potosi. Chieftains inbound, and the lob pass goes to Timmerman, who's back in. He got 3 fouls in the first, or actually 2 fouls in the first half. Here's a quick pass inside over to the right wing, and a 3 that doesn't go for Williams, but they get the rebound back. And the pass inside and then back out. And the 3 doesn't go for Mack. And the rebound grabbed by the Chieftains with 11:50 left of the second half. 42-37. Potosi in front. And over at the right wing and then driving in is Jackson Oyen, who's back in the game. And he collects a foul. 11:43 left of the second half. And that is going to be Tyler Timmerman's 4th foul. And the 4th on the Arrows. in the second half. We're brought to you by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque Power Your Audio Stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. And Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. 3 miss. Back the other way comes Lancaster. Williams drives. And a foul in the lane with 11:34 left in the second half. That'll be the second on Alex Frederick, who's back in. Third on the Chieftains. Dawson Weber was briefly out. Now he's back in. We're brought to you by Great Regional Health Center's Ortho Team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Arrows miss. Back the other way, Tobin under the basket. Trying to get past the defender, and a foul is called. There was a modicum of contact under there. And they finally call the foul on Mack. Or was it Brody Krubel? Apparently it was Krubel. His second. Fifth on the Arrows in the second half. Quick pass into the lane, laid up and in by Groom right off the inbounds pass. And it's 44-37. Chieftains by 7 with 11:09 left in the second half. Here's Williams. And over at the left wing is Mack. Pass to the quarter. And then the bounce pass, that was from Krubel. And over at the right wing is Kaufman. Now that was Schmitz. And now Schmitz loses the ball. And it's a wrestling match at half court and a, what they call it? They call it a 30. So a timeout with 10:42 left in the second half and a 44-37 Potosi lead over Lancaster on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Could there be a better name? Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts. We've got the smarts.
In game 8.
10:22 remaining in the second half. Chieftains just had off the timeout 3 shots at the basket, and none of them went in. So they remain up 7, 44-37, and Lancaster with the basketball. And Kaufman passes up top to Mack, back to Kaufman. Kaufman right wing for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, however, grabbed by Mack. Mack drives, tries to find a defender or somebody to pass to, and he gets called for traveling on the baseline with 9:57 left in the second half. And today's game is brought to you by Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Back comes Potosi. Groom to the deep left, or up into the deep left wing. And now Frederick over to the right wing and up it up. Weber right side of the lane. Tries to get past 2 defenders. Now gets it back out to Post at the right wing. Now up top. And Frederick will direct traffic. Post, then up into the turnaround from the foul line is short. Offensive rebound by Weber, and he heads to the foul line with 9:26 left in the second half. And the foul will be the 3rd on Dane Kaufman and the 6th on the Arrows in the second half. First free throw good from Weber. who came into the game shooting 59%. He was shooting worse than that earlier, but he has improved his foul shooting of late. And he hits both free throws here. His first 2 points of the night. And it's 46-37, and this is their largest second half lead, Potosi's, after it was a 1-point ball game not too long ago. Or at the left wing, jump stop by Kaufman, left side of the lane, puts it up, misses, and the rebound grab back. And here's the Chieftains, and up and out, or Groom into the lane, laid up and in, underneath, and that's going to force a timeout after the basket by Weber. That makes it 48-37 with 8:57 left in the second half. And we'll be back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpbl.com.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
8:57 remaining in the second half, 48-37. Potosi with its largest second half lead, their biggest lead in the game, 13 points. And driving at the left wing and then stripped to the ball is Schmitz. And back comes Potosi with it. Here is Weber at the right wing. Passes to the corner. And Edge trying to find somebody to pass to. Behind him, picked up by Weber. And then a pass for Uppida is tipped out of bounds off one of the arrows. And so Potosi will inbound, 8:28 left of the second half. By the way, I was way off when I said Dawson Weber first points of the night. He actually has 22. They just fixed that on the scoreboard. So lost 20 points with a scoreboard issue, but he's got 22 tonight. And then meanwhile, shot doesn't go, and back comes Lancaster with it. In the corner, the three from Murphy rims out. Offensive rebound by Hermsen, and he lays it up and in. And Zach Hermsen makes it 48-39. That's their first points since the 14-minute mark, which is almost 6 minutes ago. That's how a 1-point lead or 1-point deficit becomes an 11-point deficit. Meanwhile, you're going to see all kinds of pressure the rest of the day, obviously, from Lancaster. And meanwhile, a three from the left wing from Edge, number 3 with a three, to make it 51-39. And now the Chieftains lead 12 with 7:30 remaining in the second half. Here's the lob to Murphy. Stolen out of his hands. Grab back and back the other way. Laid up and in from post. And off the steal, it is 53-39 with 7:17 left second half. And now the missed shot by the Arrows. And back comes Potosi with it. Pass over to the left wing and into the corner. And back out to the wing. And a left wing three. Doesn't go for Edge. And the rebound is grabbed. And here's a fling to the corner and off the hands of Kaufman and out of bounds. And a turnover with 6:52 left in the second half. And a 30-second timeout called by Lancaster. And each team now has 2 timeouts remaining. 6 team fouls on Lancaster, 4 on Potosi. And the only player with 4 fouls is Tyler Timmerman for Lancaster. 6:52 left second half. With over 125 years of experience serving our customers' needs, the Benton State Bank and its branches, Sheldsburg Community Bank and Tennyson Potosi Community Bank, have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. And the Chieftains, it was a 1-point game. 34-30, actually 36-35 with 14:27 left of the second half. And then the Chieftains started pulling away, and they have now their largest lead of the game. And after a Chieftains miss a foul called with 6:40 left in the second half. And this one is the second team foul, the second foul on Zach Hermson. 7 team fouls now. And Uppana misses the first free throw. He came into the game shooting 4 of 5 from the foul line. He will get one more. Brought to you by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. 54-39. And the largest Potosi lead is now 15 points with 6:38 left of the second half. Over at the left wing is Hermson. Hermson passes inside and laid up and in by Schmitz. And Schmitz makes it 54-41 with 6:20 left in the second half. But then the answer is a 3 for Ryan Stoney, 6'2 senior, into the game for the first time. And it's 56-41. Actually, that was a 2. And then the basket back the other way. Getting the basket as we go under 6 minutes is Schmitz again to make it 56-43. And the turnaround shot by Groom rims out. And the rebound by Schmitz down to Hermson. Hermson lays it up and lays it in. And Zach Hermson makes it 56-45 with 5:32 left in the second half. Well, remember, Lancaster did have that 9-0 run that cut the lead down to 2 at the end of the first half. Or at the right wing is Edge to the foul line. Pass underneath, and Groom is fouled with 5:17 left in the second half. We are brought to you by Russell Law Offices, here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, family law, estate planning, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. The foul, the third on Murphy. 8 team fouls. First free throw makes it 57-45. And Groom, the left-hander, gets another and hits another to make it 58-45. He's got 12 with 5:12 left in the second half. Kaufman to Timmerman at the right wing. He's playing with 4 fouls. And in the corner, here's Williams for 3. Bullseye. Taylor Williams with a 3. 58-48 with 4:55 left of the second half. Quickly down, laid up and in by Post as they beat the defensive pressure. 60-48 Potosi with 4:40 left of the second half. Pass out to the corner, 3 for Williams off the rim. And the rebound grabbed by Edge with 4:34 left of the second half, and tipped out of bounds. Chieftains will get the ball back. Frederick back in. We're brought to you by Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Here's a quick pass underneath. Post shot goes off the side of the backboard, but off one of the arrows after that and out of bounds. So back to the Chieftains it goes with 4:20 left in the second half. 12-point Potosi lead. Inbounds pass. And then out to the corner, and it's Weber in the corner. Weber with 22 points tonight. And a quick pass over to the left wing and Frederick. Frederick to the right wing and up and up. Inside to Weber. Weber backs in and gets past two defenders. Misses the shot. Gets his own rebound. Misses that. And back the other way. It is Kaufman with the behind-the-back dribble into the corner for Murphy. Over to the left wing and Hermsen to the right corner. And Kaufman with a jump stop. And then his shot is blocked from above. And grabbed by Potosi with 3:40 left to the second half at a 12-point Chieftains lead. And the lob over to Frederick at the right wing. Between the circles, Weber. Left wing is Post, foul line, driving in. Fumbled and picked up by Uppida, but his shot is short. And back the other way comes Hermsen, tipped away from him, but he got it back. Williams for three from the corner, bullseye. And a timeout, 60-51, with 3:12 left to the second half, and the Arrows call a timeout that leaves them with one. Potosi with two. Team fouls 8 on the Arrows, 4 on the Chieftains. And we're brought to you by Rural Mutual agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dow with Ragetz and Dow Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Havy's Bar in Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi basketball team and wishes all area student athletes good luck at a successful season. Havy's Bar in Tennyson, where good friends and good times come together after the game. And Haverland Heating and Cooling in Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland Heating and Cooling in Hazel Green. And I think from what I read in the forecast, you're going to need more heating before very long. 3:11 left second half, 60-51. Potosi leading Lancaster. They've led, except at the very beginning of the game, their biggest lead, 14 points. Arrows cut it to 1 point in this half, but the Chieftains didn't let them get on top. Backing in, Uppida, the pass to the quarter, and then back out, and the three for Uppida off the front of the rim, and the rebound grabbed by Williams with 2:42 left to the second half. Williams at the right wing, pass to Hermsen in the corner. Hermsen brings it out, now to the right wing, back behind him, Williams for three, bullseye! Back-to-back threes for Taylor Williams at 60-54 with 2:25 left to the second half. Full court pressure by the Arrows. And the tip pass at half court, grabbed by Groom. And then picked up and post. And a foul a timeout. Timeout for Potosi with 2:15 left in the second half. 60-54 Chieftains. One timeout each left. Again, 18 fouls on Lancaster. 4 of those on Tyler Timmerman. And 14 fouls on Potosi. And the possession arrow, by the way, will point to Lancaster. Well, while we have a minute, while they're talking about this, as far as we mentioned, the death of former Lancaster wrestling coach Ken Manning, he did something, I don't know if it's ever been done before in Wisconsin. I know it won't be done anymore with the current format. And that is to win a state wrestling championship, team championship, with 2 wrestlers. So there's a gold trophy out in the lobby here at Lancaster High School that Greg Landon at 130 pounds and Phil Wolf at 152 pounds, they won state titles. They were the only 2 wrestlers Lancaster had at state. And as we were listening to the early rounds here on WGLR, the question came up at the Grant County Herald Independent office, well, can you win a state championship with 2 wrestlers? Okay, well, the first thing you have to do is do some math. How many points can a wrestler get? One wrestler. If you win all your matches and you get all the bonus points for pins and all that, and I figured out it was 30. As the ball is stolen, and Lancaster comes up with it, only to have it stolen away by Groom. And so the Chieftains dodge a bullet and bring it back up. And out here's Frederick with it. 1:53 left. He's almost tipped away by Hermsen. Now at half court, here is Post with it. He can't find anybody to pass to, but dribbles out of it. Over to Groom, almost thrown away. And then the ball is tipped and stolen. Here comes the pass as Lancaster comes up with it. Murphy out to the corner. Fake three to Timmerman. Back out. And a three from Murphy. Bullseye! And it is a three-point ball game, 60-57, with 1:22 left in the second half and a foul as Edge brought it up the near side. Big free throws obviously coming up here. The foul is on Schmitz, his first, 9 team fouls. And the 1-and-1 for Edge, and he makes the first. Came into the game shooting just 47% from the line, but he makes this one to make it 61-57. And the second free throw is good. Both free throws good. Those were huge. 62-57 Potosi. 1:14 left second half. And driving is Williams, and a foul with 1:11 left in the second half. And that foul will be the third on Oliver Post. 5 on Potosi, and a almost stolen inbounds pass by Post, but he couldn't hold on to it. It ends up in the Lancaster bench, and so back to the Arrows with 1:10 left in the second half. And the inbounds pass to Kaufman to Schmitz, who puts it up and in. Brady Schmitz makes it 62-59. As we hit 1 minute left in the second half. 3-point Potosi lead, and a body hits the floor. Here's Frederick at the right wing, and then behind him picked up, and Weber near half court gets double teamed and triple teamed, and a foul with 44.9 seconds left in the second half. This will be the 10th team foul, so 2 free throws. And the foul is on Murphy, and it is his 4th. And the first free throw good from Weber. And Dawson Weber makes it 63-59, continuing to improve his field goal percentage. Kaufman in, Timmerman, who's got 4 fouls, out. And the second free throw, that bounces out. And the rebound grabbed by Hermsen. 38 seconds left, second half. The 3 for Williams doesn't go from the left wing. Chieftains rebound, 34 seconds left. Full court pressure. Chieftains get it into the front court of the foul with 29.4 left in the second half. This will be Groom at the foul line. Groom came in 3 for 6 from the foul line this year. First foul on Williams, but again, super bonus. First free throw good. 64-59. Again, if this, or as it happens, whether he hits this one or not, it will still be a 2-possession game. And the second free throw is off the back of the rim and out. Ball tipped and then grabbed back. So it's 64-59. And then the ball lost, but stolen or saved by Williams from going out of bounds. And Lancaster calls its last timeout with 21.6 seconds left in the second half, 64-59 Potosi. Let me finish that story quick about Ken Manning and the 1990 Lancaster wrestling team. As we said, back in those days, you could get up to 30 points, 30 team points, one wrestler. And that wasn't what happened. They didn't get 60 points. They got 46 between Greg Landon and Phil Wolf winning their respective titles at 130 and 152. That gave Lancaster 46 team points. And in 1990, that was enough to win the Class B title. That's why there's that trophy after the Arrows went second in 1989. And that's the last one you're going to get like that because the WA decided to stop doing team scoring at the individual meet. So Lancaster got the last team title at the what is now the individual wrestling meet. Of course, team wrestling came in right after that, and the Arrows later on got a state title in that, but that was quite an accomplishment for two wrestlers to win a state title, which is what happened with Ken Manning's state title in 1990. All right, 20 seconds left, second half, 64-59. The three for Hermsen, and he got fouled. Misses the three, but he will go to the foul line with 16.9 seconds left to the second half. Hermsen is a 70% foul shooter. The foul is on Groom, his fourth, 6 on Potosi. And the first free throw is no good. He'll get, I believe that was a three, and it looks like that because nobody is going to rebound, and he does hit the second to make it 64-60. Well, he hits this one, and it is a one-possession game. And the third free throw is good. It is 64-61, 16.9 seconds left second half. Arrows, by the way, out of timeouts and a foul in the backcourt, which the Arrows had to do with 14.1 seconds left. Two free throws again coming up. And this one's on Williams, his second. And this will be Dawson Weber, who has 23 points tonight. And he will get 2, but misses the first. Well, if he misses the second, Arrows will have a chance to tie, and if not, they're going to have to score really fast if he gets the free throw. Second free throw is off the front of the rim, but stolen by Weber. And then he puts it up, and he'll go to the foul line with 10.7 seconds left to the second half. He was short on the free throw. One of the Arrows got the rebound, but he took the ball away, and this free throw he hits. 65-61. That foul, by the way, is on Hermsen, his third. Well, there's some hustle for you, and the second free throw is good, and now it's 66-61, 10.7 seconds left, and taking it in Williams, and he lays it in, 66-63. No timeouts left, though. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and a foul with 1 second left. And at this point, all for Lancaster is they're going to hope for 2 free throw misses and a heave on the second. It'll be Frederick at the foul line. The foul is on Williams' third, and the first free throw is no good. Frederick, 3 of 4 coming into tonight. Well, second free throw, that one's good. 1 second left, 67-63, and that is the final score. Chieftains on a couple of occasions are able to stave off a comeback and hold on for the win over Lancaster tonight, 67-63. The Chieftains now 4-2. And they will host Judah on Friday. And Lancaster, just their second loss of the year, they're 5-2. They will go to Dodgeville on Thursday. We will have that for you here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 67-63, Potosi over Lancaster. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Cuba City. When you open your checking account, we can now issue your debit card so you have purchasing access to your account the day it's open. Stop by or call us at 608-744-2141 for more details or questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
67-63. Potosi, the winner over Lancaster tonight. And the Edward Jones, one more time, I got to read it here. The Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show next on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Does that number calling you look familiar, but you aren't sure if you know them? It could be a scam using spoofing. I'm Lancaster Police Chief Deborah Rukoff. Spoofing is a way scammers make it look like an area number, or even a number you know, is calling you. In reality, they could be hundreds or thousands of miles away. Scam calls are after one thing, your information. Prevent a crime before it happens. Keep your personal information private and hang up if you suspect it's a scam.
This public service announcement courtesy of Queen Bee Radio.
I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Lifeline Network. DLN is a nonprofit that has helped me literally change the lives of people in my community through the Donated Dental Services Program. DLN asks dentists to volunteer to see just one of the many patients in need each year. If you're a dentist or know a dentist, please share this information. Like me, they can make a real difference in someone's life. DLN makes it easy.
Go to willyouseeone.org to learn more. That's willyouseeone.org.
So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease? Sure, you can afford to live here, but
How about the schools?
we have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids. If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fairhousing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Vicki. How's your knee doing?
It feels better, doctor. Those painkillers worked great. I was hoping to get some more.
We're being very careful with prescription painkillers. Let's continue with therapy and off-the-shelf anti-inflammatories for now.
Prescription painkillers are America's newest epidemic, causing abuse and addiction for millions. The smaller the dose prescribed and taken, the better. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and the Orthopedic Trauma Association. Visit orthoinfo.org/prescription safety.
You are listening to your home for Green Bay football. Here are First the Eye Clinic and Optical of Lancaster and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcast, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Lancaster, where you always get more from less. And Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore, right here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. The Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. And Potosi wins tonight over Lancaster 67-63 in a game that the Chieftains had two double-figure leads that almost went away in the first half. Lancaster, actually in the second half also, Lancaster got the lead down to 1 point, but were unable to tie it or take the lead. And then late in the game, the Chieftains, well, with 6:40 left, they had a 15-point lead, only to watch that get whittled down to 3 points before the Arrows, or the Hillmen, ended up one more time. The Chieftains, where am I? Yeah, ended up being able to pull out the ball game. Potosi led in scoring by Dawson Weber with 25 points tonight. I believe that is a career high for him. Isaiah Groom had 13 points tonight. And then we have Oliver Post with 9, Aaron Edge with 7, 5 points for Aiden Upenough, 4 for Alex Frederick, and 2 points each for William Tobin and Ryan Stoney in the basketball game. Lancaster led in scoring tonight. They had a trio of double-figure scores. Taylor Williams with 17, all but 4 of them in the second half. And then 16 points for Michael Murphy and 12 points for Zach Hermson. And then after that, Brady Schmitz, Dane Kaufman with 8 points each and 2 points for Brody Mack in the basketball game. Free throws, that's interesting. The Arrows were 7 of 8 in the ball game. Potosi with 13 of 19, and that's one of the things about the game. They shot worse percentage-wise, but got to the foul line more than twice as often, and that certainly made a difference in the basketball game for a team that has a, that is, as Brian Knapp, the Lancaster coach, said, had more of an inside presence than the Arrows did, and they were able to take advantage of that, particularly at the end, which is where we come to the tricourt turning point. The Arrows had cut the lead to 64-61 with 16.9 seconds left in the second half. Dawson Weber was fouled. He missed 2 free throws, but got the steal of the rebound and then got fouled and then hit 2 free throws, and that made it 66-61. And the Chieftains were not able to get closer than that. I think I you didn't write this down correctly. 67-61. Actually, you know what? I can check because I've got that's a 67. 67-63 was the final score. I think I didn't write down something correctly. It was 67-63. Potosi, the winner over Lancaster tonight, and that was the tricourt turning point. Kind of funny that they start with 2 missed free throws, but the steal and then getting 2 free throws after that gave the Chieftains the 2-possession lead in the last 10.7 seconds left. That is our tricourt turning point, brought to you again by Tricourt Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricourt Insurance today. 67-63, Potosi beats Lancaster. And we will be back to wrap up the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show and the last basketball game of 2024 after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Parents, we know we can't protect our kids from everything. Eventually, they're going to bump their heads or scrape their knees. But we can protect them from 6 types of cancer. HPV, or human papillomavirus, is a common preventable virus that can cause cancer later in life. The HPV vaccine prevents human papillomavirus and all the cancers it can cause. The American Cancer Society recommends getting your sons and daughters the HPV vaccine starting at age 9 to protect them later in life.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic. We couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees from a UV index of 3. This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma. It looks like she's making a change. Now let's see what she takes out. It looks like she's pulling out a 15. I don't know. It looks like she's going with a 30. Strong choice. Incredible.
Stand up to cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America believes the veterans who've served and sacrificed deserve access to the best our country has to offer. Access to homes, communities, meaningful employment, and the veterans' benefits they've earned. With PVA staff working inside VA hospitals, no other veterans organization has provided more real-time ongoing support for paralyzed veterans and their families. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. Join PBA in fighting for theirs at pba.org.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it? There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous. 5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. Potosi over Lancaster tonight, 67-63. And as mentioned, we will have the Arrows' next game. We will follow them to Dodgeville on Thursday. We'll have that for you right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And we'll have more besides that going on Thursday. Let me just get the sheet that says all of that. Before all of that, tomorrow we will have UW women's basketball. They're off to a good start. And the Badgers hosting Minnesota at the Kohl Center, 3:10 tomorrow afternoon on AM 1590 WPVL. And then Thursday again, boys basketball, Lancaster at Dodgeville at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also, girls basketball, this will be a huge game. Belmont and Albany Monticello starting at 7 on Extreme 107.1 in the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Friday, Badger basketball, the Wisconsin men host Iowa at 5 on AM 1590 WPVL. And boys basketball, Southwestern at Darlington at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR. And boys basketball, Iowa Grad at Cuba City at 7 on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Saturday, Wisconsin women's basketball at Oregon. Yes, that's a conference game, 2:10 on AM 1590 WPVL. And Sunday, Bears-Packers from Lambeau Field, last regular season game and the last at Lambeau this season. Just announced today, that is a 10 o'clock start on 97.7 Country WGLR. And thus ends our 2024 broadcast year in sports. And well, I'm pretty sure this is not a complete list, but let's see. We have a team wrestling title for Fenimore. We have about the most dramatic boys basketball title you could ever hope for with Mineral Point. Cuba City got to state in girls basketball. Cuba City got to state in softball. I'm missing somebody in volleyball, I think, but the additional obvious thing was Potosi Cassville going to state in football at Camp Brownell. Actually, that I was right here for an overtime game right after that, and we'll have all kinds of things going on in the 2025 half of the season, which starts on Thursday. R.J. Osterhaus is our sports director. Rob Spangler is our program director. Tyler Dictanis is our digital program director. He set everything up today. Thanks for that. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Thanks to Brett Rollins and the staff at Lancaster High School. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you, and thank you for joining us. And by the way, there is a dense fog advisory for Grant, Lafayette, and Iowa counties until midnight tonight. Hope I can find Platteville in this. Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. This is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on 97.7 Country WGLR. Lancaster. Potosi beats Lancaster in boys basketball tonight, 67-63. From the Wolf Construction broadcast table, I'm Steve Prestegard. 97.7 Country Nights is next. Happy New Year. We'll see you for more basketball next year, Thursday.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank,